determination, laser focus. Banging on they though they taking notice.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me When up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Eno. Think I'm part Italian. Blame it on Gino. Snowflake the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Put a genie with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by they sell.
That's why you treat my man good, but not too good. I give him too much, then they don't need you. I give him just
yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get get it right away. Take you through my day-to-day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way, cause my bros on the way. I got stones on my gold, I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
With this round here, I make a joke everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. X3. 218 chopper.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And the ball is knocked out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
33. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Recon, 132 fighter. Kill.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That catch good for 5. It's third down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing with 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. The first carry for the legend. It's Bo Jackson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They'll run with a big man, Bo Jackson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A nice nice run there. 8 yards moves them much closer to the goal line now for third down. They'll try to run with Lindsey, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Well, that's a solid opening drive, and nothing fancy there at the end, just pounded in.
That felt like old school football, didn't it? All right, down at the goal line, and not only were they able to punch it in, as you just emphasized, they did it against a goal line defense that's stacked to stop the run. So if you're on that offensive side of the ball, you feel great about yourself right now. You're actually able to dominate a group that expected you to run the ball and still punched it in.
Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it with the 85 MVP, Marcus Allen. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Here's Steve Young, escaping the pressure right. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. 23 yards the pickup there.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Let's go. 18 Gators. Choose the mic. Let's go, Tommy. Let's go right here now. Watch out, watch out. Hey, Wahoo. Go. On down.
On 1st and 10, Young. He goes full extension, and he's got it. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it.
10-2 start. Kill. Hey, echo.
It's Young on 1st down. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Young on 1st down. Flush to his right. Touchdown, New York Jets. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down.
Hey, Charlie. Check 33. 33. Hey, exit. Ready?
Again, it's Young. To the right side, it's Kelsey. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Now a 1st down throw for Young. Flushed out right. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Rice. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Check 52. Hey, Alpha. Get it.
A 1st down throw for Young. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Go. 50, play. Check. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Hot. Check nickel. Check. I'll go. Watch the slide.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Looking to throw, Young, eluding the pressure right. This will be caught at about the 5. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Look, squeeze. Watch the edge.
Young with it, 3rd and goal. That is caught by Rice. He's got a Jets touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Jets have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Young, he's going to let, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Willie Brown. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Here's Allen. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
He got me beat. Took my losses and roll up to the next game.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Good, 180. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
A first carry for the Hall of Famer Marcus Allen. Here. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Allen. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15. Mayfield now. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. You take it right on the 30. They run on 1st down with Jackson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the draw, here's Jackson. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. On the draw, it's Jackson. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. On 4th down, Young. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete. On third down, Allen. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. On first down, Allen. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Well, that play reminded me of Michael Strahan in 2001 when he was absolutely incredible. That was the year he set the single-season record for most sacks with 22 and a half.
And not surprisingly, Defensive Player of the Year that season. And he also led the league in sacks in 2003, 142 and a half in his career. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold it.
He trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Garden, and our drive continues here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown!
Everybody wanna be lit. Everybody wanna be rich. Everybody wanna be this. And plus you all hate me, bitch. Bring my cousin, suck my dick. I'm pulling it out. I like a business for private account.
I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I store up in the end zone, do my dance all on the hater. A mover in the shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, 1 for now and 1 for later. If we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. Yeah, I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They begin the drive on the ground with Allen. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Hey. No, check that. We're going to go.
Play action now. Here's Steve Young. He's going to wind up and air it out. Down man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 60 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. LOxCRUCIALx the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. LOxCRUCIALx now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
On the ready. Here we go. 6-6. Pull it high. Watch twist. Leo. Ready.
They'll start here with Jackson. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down, it's Jackson. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. Young looks to throw on 1st down. Throw on the right side, complete to Harrison. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. From the red zone now, Young. And it's caught. Touchdown. Marvin Harrison there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Hey!
To throw again. Young forced out to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Credit the sack to Von Miller. Well, there was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
They go play action. Young. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play here for Dallas. 57 yards. That's a heck of a way to convert on third and long, and he showed a lot of trust in his receiver.
And that trust was justified because he went up and got the football and converted on a down. You shouldn't. Third and long like that, that's supposed to be an incompletion at the least.
And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run on first down. It's Allen. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Looking to throw on second down. Young. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Steve Young with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point good by LOxCRUCIALx. And that makes the score 14-7. LOxCRUCIALx now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team...
And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. 71 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Dancing to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Young is going to let this one go deep. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 63 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. So the points coming fast and furious in this opening quarter. Whoa.
Yeah, both defenses, they're looking pretty exploited right now with the way these offenses are attacking. They are a step behind, back on their heels, whatever cliche you want to use. Right now, they're trying to figure out how to slow them down, and I'm not sure they're going to be able to.
This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Recon, 132 fighter. Check 4, check 4. 25, check 25, check 25. Hey, check 24, watch
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Look at me. Sit back now.
1st and 10, Young. Throw left side complete. That's Holt. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 15 yards there on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 10 more there and another 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Come. 261. Matchbox lights.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Under 10. Under 10. 10. 5. 5. Yo, yo, yo. Go. Go. Let's go.
1st down, Young. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. From 10 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. Hey, Team 6. Team 6.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Hey, let's get on.
Go.
Young to throw it. Steps away to his left. And going deep for Hill. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Got it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Steve Young buying time to his left. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Come on, set. 10-2.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back and forth first half that we've seen. He's going to air one out. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tyreek Hill, 79 yards, as his guys have now moved out in front. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
LOxCRUCIALx with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Now Young on 1st and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Young working out of the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hope. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards. Young now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
He's coming. Pilot, 64, weak.
They'll run now with Bo Jackson. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Go. Hey, Wahoo.
Out of the gun, it's Young. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Here's Young. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
X3, 218, go.
They'll run here with Bo. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this a 39-yard attempt. And Bryant's kick is good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Charlie. 52. Check back. Topper!
They run again with Jackson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Here's Young on first down. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards, the final tally.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen.
And he lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. On 2nd and 2, Young. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Give the sack to Lawrence Taylor.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Hey, exit.
Young on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off.
There he goes, right side. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Marcus Allen. 68 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done. is confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And he's into the clear. 20, 10, and he will take it in for the touchdown. A big play there. 74 yards as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They keep it on the ground. Allen again. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Young off the play fake. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 30 yards there, and of course the 1st down as well.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And tough sledding. You'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a 1st. From the shotgun, it's Young. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Cooper's first catch, and good for a 1st down. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Ready, go. 5-2 the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2. Double dog. That's the way.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Now a carry for Allen. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Young to throw. Forced out to his left. And this is complete. It's Allen. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They come out here in the eye. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. It's the fullback taking it in. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. The Cowboys offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. Young being chased out left, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend the play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. They find some open field here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10.
He's crashing. He's wasting on travel. Hey, lock it. Hey, dude.
They'll look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
X3, 218, chop.
Here's Jackson. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with an extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 14. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can...
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Von Miller, his 2nd sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Now the first throw in overtime for Young. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Delta. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Check. Crunch. 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 Hey.
To throw is Young. Throwing on 4th down. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to at least get him a lead here. here in overtime. And the 13-year man puts it through.
13 yards. 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 13 yards.
We thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance out field goals from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job.
Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Low, time to bring the bass bird.
swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray-Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Put both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins. Postmates, how I